Good evening everyone. Welcome you all to the live Facebook session of this evening. Let me introduce myself. I am Anita Devi, handling postgraduate admissions, and we'll be discussing about the same here. Let me take you through the presentation, which would take approximately 20 minutes of your time, but that will help you to take up a life-changing decision. During this session, we will have our current students, parents, and Dean of the Postgraduate Medicine program giving their views. You can post your questions and comments and we'll answer them by the end of the session. So let's begin. Is there an alternate solution to NEET and DNB? I'm sure all those of you who are watching this live would have attempted these examinations a couple of times, and you all would be experts in preparing for the same. We are going to do a scientific evaluation based on the statistics available. Now this data is sourced from World Health Organization. Now, India is a leading provider of physicians, surgeons and specialists across the globe. And do you know that 38% of doctors in United States of America are Indians? However, India has a pathetic doctor-patient ratio. Currently, India is holding the second most populated country in the world. And by 2050, we will be the most populated country in the world. And as per the doctor-patient ratio, we are not even 0.49 now at present. Can you imagine how it would be in 2050? And this is a slide which shows the private sector has a strong presence in India's healthcare sector. And if you go through this, it shows that more than 74% of the healthcare sector is dealt by private, not by government. Now it is the need of the hour that India has to provide more qualified physicians and specialists so that we can cater to the need of our population. Private sector hospitals has the affordability to procure latest technologies in terms of modern medicine, infrastructure and machineries. Okay, now here this slide shows you the total number of MBBS seats, which is around 52,000, and PG seats are 28,000. That includes MDMS and DNB. I think the government has mentioned that they have increased 4,000 seats, but that is a big question mark whether the reality is there. Now, I would like all you to calculate or do a small calculation here, that is probability of your PG seat. Now here it shows the number of seats, MBBS seats is 52,000, and into number of years post your MBBS. So just do a small calculation. Imagine you have passed out in 2010 and it's been more than 7 years now. So how many examinations you might have written, including AIPG or NEET or DNB or JIPMER, AIMS, any kind of examination. How many attempts you would have given during the 7 years. And at the bottom, if you see the example, it states 52,000 MBBS seats into 7 years, which will be giving a figure of 3,64,000. But now, ultimately, you're competing with 1,68,000 students. So out of the 28,000 PG seats available in India, whether it might be an MDMS or a DNB, 52,000 students are passing out every year to compete. So which means every year there are students left out without PG seats, and the number of students aspiring to get a PG seat is accumulating and becoming higher and higher. So effectively, what is your probability of securing a PG seat in India, and that too of your interested specialization? Now here I would like to include another point, that this 52,000 MBBS seats is only from India. We have to include another 5,000 more who have completed their MBBS from other countries like China, Nepal, Philippines, and those who have completed their MCI screening exam, which is the FMGE. So all put together, here your probability, that is this funnel will show that your percentage will be like approximately 1 out of 1,68,000. So that's a huge figure, don't you think? Please remember, you're competing with fresh graduates who have studied in the updated curriculum. So, they are in continuation with studies. And you're also competing with students who are kind of become experts. They would have attempted these examinations at least twice or thrice. And those who are not even going to job and full-time sitting and preparing for maybe 8 hours or 12 hours through the best of coaching centers like DAMS, Bhatia, or speed coaching centers, etc. So along with this, you have a complicated quota system. So with all this, are you still feeling lucky that you will get a PG seat of your choice? That's a big question mark. So what is your alternative to NEET and DNB, or is there an alternate to NEET and DNB? So I have just put in a small image here that is circulating in all the internet blogs and Facebook. You might have also seen. So a person who is aspiring to become an MBBS might be looking like the first half, but after you have undergone your MBBS and then a couple of years for your PhD preparation and then finally your MD with your super specialization, you might end up like this. If you feel that yes, we do have certain alternate options to NEET and DNB, this would be the first among the options. United States of America. Yes, everybody will be aspiring to get into United States of America somehow, right? So I think most of you might have gone through the cycle where everybody knows it's United States Medical Licensing Examination, all step 1, step 2 CK, CS, and then finally you get an ECFMG certified person, and even you obtain your ECFMG, then will you be able to get through matching? That's a big question mark. Will you get through that, or will you be ready to spend another 3 to 7 years? And finally, it is your board certified MD or MS. So that's going to take somewhere around 8 to 9 years approximately as per the statistics. So this is the hard part. As you all know, NEET is tough and USMLE is toughest examination ever. So if not United States of America, what is my next option? Yes, this is the second option for you, Australia. I think many of you might be attempted Australian Medical Council examination also. Then in that case, you all will agree how tough even that examination is. And once you get through that, then you have 3 pathways, which is standard pathway, competent pathway, and then specialist pathway. Trust me guys, even this is really hard enough, but not so tough like United States Medical Licensing Examination. But overall, as per the report, only 2% of Indians get through this. So this is also tough. So if not Australia, then what is the next option? Yes, United Kingdom. This is also one of the most developed country in terms of medicine. United Kingdom, as you all know, it is PLAB, Professional Linguistic Assessment Board. So how long do you think you might be, you might take to crack PLAB? Maybe 2 years approximately. So if you are taking 2 years for PLAB, then you have your IELTS as well. And once you get into it, then UK has a long procedure for residency to get through your PG. So this particular slide explains what are all the options. See, if you are a national of a country outside UK, EEA, that is European Association, or Switzerland, then you have these options. And finally, if you look into it, this particular part where it states, do you have one of the following? Either you should have a sponsorship under an arrangement approved by GMC, which is General Medical Council, that's like our Medical Council of India, or you have to have a General Medical Council approved postgraduate qualification. And what do you mean by that? Which means any of the PG qualification awarded by United Kingdom, or an eligibility to enter the GP is a general practitioner, as you all know, or specialist register. So if you have any of these, then you have this opportunity wherein you can enter into United Kingdom without a PLAB test. Okay, this MCA Gazette notification, I'm not sure if many of you might be aware, but this is about Royal College qualifications of United Kingdom. Many of you might have seen this qualification in senior most consultants name board like MRCP UK, FRCP, FRCR, or MRCS, and many more. This is being awarded by Royal College of United Kingdom, which is in existence since 1500. They are an examination conducting body, and any MBBS doctor across the globe can apply and write the examination to become a member or fellow of that particular Royal College. So what is the use of becoming a member of or a fellow of the Royal College is, you get highly paid, not only in India, wherever you go, and you get highly placed, above a consultant level. So this gazette notification indicates that if you possess a Royal College qualification, then you can get a job in government hospitals as a PG doctor, and you can even enter as an assistant professor in government teaching institutions. So this is very much available in Medical Council of India, and if you want this information, you can post your email address or your WhatsApp number in the comment box, and we will be able to share this to you so that you will have more information about this Royal College. Alright, now a small insight of showing how much would be a salary for an MBBS doctors. So here it is. It shows that the salary for an MBBS doctor is hardly 20,000 rupees. So this is really shocking and alarming, and this is from a leading Indian magazine newspaper. So it's alarming because we have spent nearly 5.5–6 years to do your education, but in spite of which, if we are earning 20,000 rupees, that's very less. So in this competitive world, we have to improve by having more PG qualifications, but with NEET and DNB, that's going to be a Herculean task. So what are we going to do? Not sure about your future, not sure what you're going to do. The possibility of NEET and DNB is very tough. The possibility of maybe a USMLE examination or Australian Medical Council examination or even like PLAB is tough. So what can you do? Okay, now here we provide you a solution for you, that is Texila American University, in academic partnership with University of Central Nicaragua, is offering postgraduate programs for you. To give you a small insight of our university, we have 3 campuses located in various countries. Number 1, we have a main campus in South America. The second campus is in Middle East, and the third campus is in Africa. So we will be expanding our horizon globally, and we're going to come up with more campuses. And postgraduate programs are conducted in India. Now, as you see in this particular slide, now we are listed in many international accreditations, and we have affiliations. Now our university is listed in International Association of Universities and Association of Commonwealth Universities. So we have started our programs since 2010, and University of Central Nicaragua is in existence for more than 15+ years, and they are also listed in UNESCO. Now we are offering fellowship with Royal College UK exam training. So this is a postgraduate program which we are offering, and I'm going to quickly run through the features of the program. What are we offering you? Now this is a 3-year program, so this is just like any other PG program in India. So it will be a comprehensive 3-year program, and you will be posted in approved hospitals, that is teaching hospitals in India, whom we have tied up with, and you will be a full-time student in the particular hospital in the required department. And we provide you structured training based on the Royal College pattern. So, since you will be studying on a higher end curriculum, the passing percentage is really high. Now, the teaching faculty from across the globe, that is, we have consultants, specialists, and Royal College UK certified doctors who will be training you through different methods. So, in future slides, I will be, explaining as to how the training will be happening with the teaching methods. And we also have systematic training for postgraduate fellowship program. Now, you all might be thinking like, what are all the specializations being offered in the university? So these are the list of specializations that we are offering: internal medicine, pediatrics, OBG, obstetrics and gynecology, surgery and radiology. Now, along with this specialization, we have also mentioned as Royal College of Physicians. So, as you all know, internal medicine is physicians. So, simultaneously, we will be training you for the Royal College qualification, which is MRCP, that is Member of Royal College of Physicians of United Kingdom. And similarly, for pediatrics, it is Royal College of Pediatricians and Child Health, and OBG is Royal College of Obstetrics and Gynecologists, and surgery is Royal College of Surgeons, which is MRCS member, and then radiology is a direct fellow level, which is Royal College of Radiologists, fellow of Royal College. Right? So here you can choose from any of these 5 specializations which is available with us. Okay, now where are you going to study? Here the opportunity is, as I mentioned, you can choose your specialization and you can also choose the location where you want to study. Now, you might be present pan-India, some of you might be in South India or like say Eastern India, Western India. So we have clinical sites all over India and this is a list. So somebody in Maharashtra, we have it in Mumbai and Pune. In Mumbai, we have 3 hospitals and all these hospitals are multi-speciality corporate hospitals with DNB teaching faculties available. So these names will definitely indicate their brand value. Fortis. So everybody knows Fortis. Fortis is a brand name which has branches all over India, and Just Log Hospital, and we also have Saifi Hospital in Mumbai. Similarly, in Pune we have 2 associations. One is Ruby Hall Clinic and the other one is KEM, which is King Edward Memorial Hospital. So those of you who are in and around Maharashtra, you can choose your location from these 5 hospitals. Now, moving to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, so we have 5 hospitals. So the names, Max Cure Hospital, previously it was called as Medicity, that is in proper Hyderabad. And we have St. Teresa Hospital, Muslim Maternity Hospital, NICE and Andhra Hospital, which is in Vijayawada. So this is a list in Andhra Pradesh. Now, those of you who are in Karnataka, the list is San Philomena's. San Philomena Bangalore is a mission hospital, so you have 2 good patient flow, and Santosh Hospital in Bangalore. These are the locations in Karnataka. Now coming to Tamil Nadu, we have 3 hospitals. One is Vijaya Hospital and the other one is Kamakshi Hospital and the final one is KG Hospital. KG Hospital in Coimbatore. And we also have it in our neighboring state Kerala, which is Anantapuri Hospital in Trivandrum. Okay. Now you might be asking, what about North? Yes, see, North we have in West Bengal, it is Peerless Hospital and Medica Hospital. And in Delhi, we have it in Mata Chanandevi Hospital. Now let's hear it from one of our students who are currently pursuing the program with us, our university, in one of our clinical sites. So, he will be able to tell you why he chose our institution and how the program is being conducted and what is the feedback.
Hi, this is Dr. Jaideep. I am a MD resident, second year from Texila American University. This is regarding the FSI sessions that we have, and till now the sessions have been pretty informative, and the best part about the sessions is that we directly get to talk to different consultants throughout India who are taking classes for us, and that's a great opportunity because not only the topics that they take, even the topics that we have difficulties in, if we ask the consultants or the professors who are taking classes for us, they oblige and they do help us with it. Besides that, the topics that are chosen for FSI are very difficult topics. For example, the last topic was scrotal emergencies, and those topics are not easily found in the books, and it needs a lot of elaborate information which is available through these FSI sessions. So overall, I'm very happy about it and hope Texila continues carrying on with its FSI program. Thank you.
We are providing you daily practice tests for Royal College examinations in partnership with UK-based leading test prep companies. So that is going to help you to crack the Royal College examinations. And we also provide you periodic face-to-face objective structured clinical exam, which is called as OSCE, with mock stations that is actually similar to Royal College practical examinations. So in my next slides, I'm going to talk about how many examinations are available for every part. So in that, I'm going to explain these mock stations for you. Now, this particular slide is very important, and I would request you all to go through this. Whoever is aspiring for a pediatrician, to become a specialist in pediatrician, please go through this MRCPCH, which is Member of Royal College of Pediatricians and Child Health, and similarly for the other specializations as well. So if you look at this slide carefully, it shows that MRCP for physicians, it has 3 parts, which is part 1, part 2, and then the final clinicals is called the PACES, clinical examination. And MRCP-CH for pediatricians has 4 parts, which is part 1, 2 and 3 will be multiple choice questions, or it can be single best answers, or it can be extended matching as well. But the final part is the clinical examination. And those of you who wanted to specialize in surgeons, lucky guys, you only have 2 parts. Part 1 is a multiple choice question, and then the final part is clinical examination. And for MRCOG, obstetrics and gynecologists, you have 3 parts. Part 1, 2 is multiple choice questions, and final is clinical examination. Similarly, for radiologists, it is 2 parts of multiple choice questions, and the final part is clinicals. So this is an overall gist. Here there might be a small change, that is, as I told you, it might be multiple choice questions in terms of like say modules, or it can be in the basic subjects. Now, many of you might be thinking that, or might have heard from your friends, that Royal College examination is tough to pass. It's absolutely not. It is really easy to pass if you have given your full training, maybe like how you put through your training in NEET, the same kind of training in Royal College examination clubbed with our Texila University's support. It is really easy to get through, and I'll tell you how. See, for all the parts of Royal College, that is physicians Royal College MRCP, MRCP-CH, surgery, it is available in India. The exam centers are available in India. When I meant exam centers, it means any of the reputed multi-speciality hospitals which has the capacity to test you are considered to be exam centers, and these 3 specializations have centers in India, mostly in metropolitan cities like Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore and Mumbai. Okay, but for MRCOG, that is OG and FRCR, the first 2 parts are in India, but the final exams has to be taken in any of the destinations like United Kingdom or Singapore or Hong Kong, based on the availability. Maybe in future, if Royal College is able to identify some hospitals which has the capacity to conduct the examination, then we might have the centers in India itself. Okay, now these examinations has a frequency of twice or thrice in a year. So it's not like a NEET examination which will be happening only once a year. These examinations are conducted twice or thrice, and most importantly, every part has 6 attempts, which means part 1, MRCP part 1 will have 6 attempts for you to get through. And then part 2 has 6 attempts, and even the clinical examination has 6 attempts. So the validity is the day you pass your part 1 examination, you have 7 years time to clear the final part, and that is absolutely easy. So this is an inbuilt program with our fellowship. So here the concept is, during your 3 years you will be able to clear these examinations. So an internal medicine doctor will be attempting the MRCP part 1 by end of first year, and then once you clear it, you move on to the part 2 in the second year, and then the clinicals in the final year. So that's how the program is structured. So there is a high probability for you all to clear these Royal College qualifications. Okay, now as I have mentioned in my previous slides, the benefit of Royal College, here it states in United Kingdom. See, though USMLE you have to take it up and it is tough, United Kingdom is somewhat easy to enter through this method. So here, as it shows, from your graduation and then FY1, which is called as a foundation year level 1, you will be placed in any of the government hospitals for a year, and then at the end of the year you might have an evaluation. Then you move on to the FY2, foundation year level 2, and then you will get into your core, your specialization, which is the specialty training level 1. So starting from level 1, you have level 6, that is specialty training level 6. Now the advantage here is, somebody who has cleared their Royal College, whether it might be an MRCP or an MRCS, you are already at ST3, specialty training level 3. So that's a big advantage for you all. And as states in my previous slide, if you have an MRCP, which is from United Kingdom itself, you might get an entry into United Kingdom without writing a PLAB examination. So don't you think that's an advantage for you all? Without writing a licensing examination, you can get into United Kingdom? That is possible, but you have to clear your Royal College examinations, for which we are training you. Alright, so you might be asking, what is in it for me? Now the answer is, these are the highlighted points. So you don't need to pay any donation or capitation, unlike other private institutions in India, and you get to choose your entrusted specialization, most important, because many of you might have got say around 20,000 or 30,000 ranking. You might be aspiring to become a surgeon or a radiologist, but ultimately you might have got only an ENT or anesthesia or maybe a non-clinical subject. So you will not be in a position to compromise on your specialization, but in our university we give you opportunity to choose your interested specialization, and you can also choose the location where you want to study, and you get the option of dual qualification. So when I meant dual qualification, you are getting trained for the Royal College qualification during this 3 years, and that will help you earn a master degree, a Master of Medicine or a Master of Surgery in whichever specialization you are taking up. So that will be awarded by University of Central Nicaragua. So you're going to get a master degree from us, and you will also get the Royal College qualification, whether an MRCP or an MRCS. So this is your dual qualification opportunity available for you from our university. Now, with these qualifications, you get to work all across the globe, not only in India, all across the globe. And above that, you can do your super specializations. Somebody who's doing an internal medicine or a surgery, you can do your super specializations as well. And NMC, some of you might not have heard about this NMC. What is NMC? It is National Medical Commission. So at the bottom I have placed the link, and this is sourced from Times of India. This was in the month of July. It states that Medical Council of India will be replaced by NMC, National Medical Commission. Alright, so to get to know more details, you can check this out, and if you want to have this, then you can mention your email address or your WhatsApp number also. We will be able to share this information and more information on that. Now let's hear it from our Dean of Postgraduate Medicine, Dr. Ranjan Venkatesan, who is an MBBS, MD OBG, MRCOG and FRCOG UK. He has vast experience in United Kingdom for more than 12 years, and he is a renowned gynecologist. So he is a Dean, and let's hear it from him.
Hello friends, I am Dr. Ranjan, Dean of Postgraduate Medical Education at Texila American University. I wanted to have a little chat with you regarding your future plans for joining a postgraduate seat in your chosen specialty and your chosen hospital. As you know, every year thousands of students pass the MBBS examination, and all of them, including you, want to have a chance to crack the postgraduate entrance examinations to get a seat in a postgraduate specialty of your choice. Only a fraction are able to gain postgraduate qualifications, and that too not necessarily in the hospital or the specialty of their choice. Now when this happens, you are left with very few options. One, either to donate a large amount of money in order to secure a postgraduate qualification in the specialty that you want, and this can range anything from 2 to 4 to 6 crores nowadays. In fact, the going cost for a radiology seat is 4 to 6 crores in some of the states in this country. Or the alternative is to go for courses which are being offered by institutions such as Texila American University. And what Texila American University does is to offer you a master's in surgery and a master's in medicine, or in the specialty that you want, without having to appear for any examination in the hospital closest to your home or whichever hospital you desire. So this advantage that you get by joining this university you will not find with any of the other courses or any of the other examinations that you plan to take. How we do this is that we train you for the 3-year program leading to the degree of Master of Surgery or Master of Medicine in the specialty that you have chosen. In addition, during these 3 years, we train you for the Royal College examinations in the United Kingdom. Now, what we do here is, since the Royal College examinations demand that after your MBBS, you need 1 year of postgraduate training, hospital training in a hospital that is recognized by the Royal Colleges before appearing for the Part 1 examination. This is the kind of training that we provide here for you. Along with that, we give you coaching in the practical examinations as well as the theoretical examinations that you will need to undertake to pass the examination of the Royal College. Subsequently, we train you for the second part and the final part of the examination that will lead to the award of the degree. For this purpose, we have concentrated on providing you objective structured clinical examinations, multiple choice questions, case-based study reports, article reviews, and a thesis at the end of the 3rd year, so that you can get your Masters in Surgery or Medicine degree with us and also be properly coached for the Royal College examinations in the United Kingdom. The advantage of clearing the Royal College examinations is that this is a universally recognized postgraduate qualification. With this qualification, any doctor can practice literally anywhere in the world, including India. And that's a big advantage for you, because you, right now, with an MBBS degree, would not be able to gain much foothold, nor be able to gain much of a salary if you start working in a hospital setting as a basic doctor or a RMO. When you pass this examination, you will be treated as a specialist, a consultant, and since this examination is recognized worldwide and has great merit, it will be of immense benefit to you to appear for this examination. And the coaching for this is what we train you in the 3 years that you are with us. The teachers who will be teaching you will be Royal College qualified consultants. So they have the best knowledge about how this examination is to be held and what is the coaching and training to be given for this examination. We have taken great efforts to ensure that you get the best training possible for this examination and also for getting your Masters in Surgery or Medicine degree. So I would strongly advise you not to lose this opportunity, but go ahead and apply for Texila American University as soon as possible. We have 2 intakes. The one intake is in March and the second intake in September. The current intake is ongoing at the moment and will possibly close within a month's time by the end of this month. I would strongly recommend all of you to think and decide about this, plan it out with your parents, and then come back to us and ask us any questions that you would need in terms of clarifications before joining this course. Thank you very much for giving me a patient hearing. Thank you.
Now, as I was talking more about the Royal College qualifications, I wanted to tell you guys as to where all these Royal College qualifications are recognized. If you remember my previous slide where I showed you the MCA Gazette notification, it is very much accepted in Government of India. Now, apart from India, where all can you practice? So this is a list of top countries, developed countries where the Royal College qualifications are accepted. And if you see, it is United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Singapore, New Zealand, UAE, Malaysia, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Africa. So this is a small list of where it is recognized, but apart from this, it is recognized in more than 120 plus countries. So as I told you, you will have high salary package as well as your position will be higher if you possess this Royal College qualification. It is an on-demand qualification in many of these countries. And to share a couple of countries, United Arab Emirates. If you get into any of the Emirates, the data is available in the internet. The package is more than $365,000 if you have 5 years post MRCP, and you can also get into a tier 2. So this is available in internet and in their medical councils as well. So that's a small example, and all the other countries also the same. Now, this is again a small indication of how the Royal College doctors are being recognized in India. Now, if you look at this advertisement, this is again from Hindu. Kovai Medical Center and Hospital is a reputed multi-speciality NABH hospital in Coimbatore, which is in Tamil Nadu. And here, if you look at these two renowned consultants, number one is Dr. Varadarajan Kumar, and he is an MRCP UK and FRCP UK. If you look at this, it's after MBBS, it is an MRCP UK and an FRCP, and he is a consultant medical and radiation oncologist. And Dr. G. Banonmani, she is MBBS MRCP-CH, as you all know, which is for pediatrician. She is a consultant pediatrician and neonatologist. So, I'm sure they're being paid very high because they possess these qualifications and they're already a consultant. Okay, so with this qualification, you can definitely enter into any of the private corporate sectors or in your own clinics, and definitely into government sectors as well. And this slide will show you the salary that a Royal College doctor will be obtaining in India and abroad. So this is a list. If you can go through the highlighted points, this is a list of the salaries which is being awarded, and it is really high. Rather than just possessing an MBBS or an MD or a DNB, if you additionally have this Royal College qualification, the package is really high. Okay, now please go through this disclaimer as well, okay, before making an informed decision. And I'm sure this slide will be really informative for you, whoever is looking forward for an alternative to NEET and DNB examinations. So we have given you, an insight of how we are conducting the program and how our program is an alternate solution for you in India. So if you need to have more information about our program, kindly put in your email address and your WhatsApp number in the comments, and we can get back to you. And in addition, we are coming to your cities. That is this Saturday, that is 9th of September, we are coming to Trivandrum and in Bangalore, where you can directly meet us and you can have more information about the program, and you might be eligible for a scholarship as well. And this fees would be very much affordable, and you just need to pay it in 3 installments on a yearly basis, and you can obtain bank loan opportunities as well. And next Saturday, which is 16th of September, we are coming to Mumbai and in Chennai as well as in Kolkata. 3 locations on 16th of September, and on 17th we will be in Mumbai. Okay, and the following Saturday, which is 23rd of September, we are available in Hyderabad as well as in Delhi. So if these programs are conducted in hospitals, that is our affiliated hospitals, so if you are in these locations, you can come into any of our hospital with prior appointment, and that will help you to meet our students who are currently studying there. You can also meet the medical director who will be able to explain the program, and then if you want, you can meet the department HOD or look for yourself the departments, and with that will help you to make an informed decision. Thank you all for watching live and sparing this time. I hope this is very informative for you. So I would request you to share this link to your friends and colleagues who are also looking forward for a PG opportunity in India and abroad. So do share with them. And those of you who are interested in knowing more information, kindly mention your email address, your contact number, and if possible, your interested specialization as well. And I'm sure we had a lot of questions coming in. So if you have mentioned your email address and contact number, we can get back to you in person to give you all the detailed information and clarify all your doubts. And all the best for a bright career. And I'm sure we will be looking in as a consultant or a specialist in near future very shortly. Thank you.